This is my outlook on gold for the coming week. Now, on the weekly time frame, you can see that price at this high here. Price at this high here came to this high, sorry, and rejected of this high. This zone is also a resistance zone. Now, this is also looking like a double top formation is about to form, like here. This candle rejection of this zone signifying okay, this might be like a double top formation, but we are bullish. So that double top formation might be signifying change of structure, or just price wanting to retrace to get a lower high before price will continue bullish. That's one of the two things this double top formation might be signifying. Either price just wants to retrace to look to get a lower high before continue bullish, or this might be a reversal pattern for price to start to become bearish, start going bearish, to change structure to bearish, to become a bearish market. On the daily time frame, structure printing here, you can see that price came to this, that's resistance we had. This is the weekly resistance zone. This as zone up here. Price came to the zone, rejected off it. We then came back down, and we still push up again back to that same resistance zone and rejected off it, making the Friday candle to close like a doji, as a doji, not like a doji, as a doji candlestick. You can see this rejection candlestick here. So now on the lower time frame, this is a double top formation here, double top formation. Now, on the daily time frame, I'm expecting price to drop down even up to this last structure point here, this last lower high here, because this is the lower high on this counter trend. This is the lower high here. So I'm expecting price to drop even back down to this lower high zone, this support zone down here, which potentially will be the filling of this candlestick here, this particular candlestick that formed on the 2nd of December this year, this one. So expecting price to fill that candlestick coming on Monday, expecting for a fill of this candlestick here down back to this zone here potentially. Now on the 4-hour time frame, like we said, this was a double top here. This was the first top, and this is the second top. Now price came to this second top and rejected off it. Now a double top forming at a high is signifying that price wants to retrace or wants to make a counter trend. One of those two things, like you said, a counter trend. So now this is a double top, boom. Now what I'm expecting on price is potentially for price to push back up to this structure point here. Then if we get a rejection of this zone, then we enter short back down to this zone that I have here, this pink zone that I have down here. On the 2-hour time frame, it's looking like this. So we see all this, boom boom, then this, I'm expecting this to reject back to this zone here, which is the last higher low zone that price printed this on this counter trend here, on this counter trend that price formed here, this counter trend. This is the last higher low zone. So I'm expecting price to go back to this last higher low zone, and from this last higher low zone, if you get a rejection, targets back down to here. Now this is not only higher low zone here, this also here, down back here, also a higher low zone. On the 1-hour time frame is much more clearer. You can see on the 1-hour time frame, you can see this is a higher low zone, the last higher low zone. This also here, the last higher low zone, because this is a higher low before the higher high, before price now change structure. This also, this is the last higher low zone, then we broke below the higher low zone. I'm expecting price to push up to this zone, reject of this zone, then we'll have those cells back down to this support that we have down here. Now on the 30 minutes time frame, that rejection will also be, rejection of this zone will also be a double top. Now if price goes up to this zone and rejects of this zone, it will be a double top, because this is the first top and that will be the second top. In the 15 minutes time frame, see more structure around that zone there. So yeah, if price could go up here and we reject of this zone, could get those cells back down. Now potentially price could even go up to this pink zone, but I have this yellow this orange zone. Sorry, my color, I don't even know what color is this. I think this is orange. I think this is orange, this is pink. Or is it yellow? I don't know. But this first zone, yeah, basically we go up to this zone here, just of this zone, or we could even push up to this pink zone here down. But I'm waiting for a rejection around this zone here, around these two zones here. So once we get that rejection, which confirm this double top, then we could sell potentially back down to this support zone. That's pretty much what I'm looking for on gold for the coming week. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe.